Good Friday morning. Beautiful shot over the city, which we are saying it's been about a week since the ice storm and the landscape has changed with all the trees that are down. So that's what we're talking about today. And it's sad to see these big trees now coming down, massive branches. And can they recover is the question.
Yeah, so first off, it's hundreds of years of history has been changed here in the city of Toronto in terms of the trees that have come down. Toronto is indeed a green city. It's a city that we pride ourselves in the amount of trees that we have. Have we ever seen devastation like this in terms of the loss of limbs and the loss of tree branches and whatnot? No. Remarkably, though, we had no loss of life through this.
Yes.
That's remarkable.
Absolutely.
So now, you know, what can we do and what should we have done? So number one, what should have we done before this? Good forestry programs are worth their weight in gold. So the City of Toronto has a great forestry department that does need funding and continues to need funding. Proper pruning practices of individual homeowners, making sure that they inspect the trees at an annual time. And by no means am I an arborist. Yeah. I have a good eye to look for some weak points, but an arborist has a trained eye to look for weak points in a tree, can recognize areas of rot. Right there, what you're looking at there is a weeping willow. That's a tree that would come down because willows are a softwood. They're all very easy to lose limbs. Other trees that you should probably avoid, so weeping willows are one. If you're thinking about replanting the spring, poplars, make sure that you avoid them. Norway maples, Manitoba maples, any of those fast-growing trees are the ones where these limbs have come down.
So Frank, one of the questions that a lot of people are having is, so let's say a big limb has come down, will that damage the rest of your tree, or will it be able to basically heal itself and continue on? Depends on the damage.
So what you can do right now is if you have a limb that came down, you want to go up to that tree and you want to create a clean cut. So any broken branches, you want to go around and create clean cuts so that they can heal themselves. You know when you cut your finger? Yeah. If you had a cut that was really jagged, you know how it takes a long time for it to heal over versus a cut that's nice and clean, how it will bind together.
You do that with what, like a chainsaw, I guess?
Chainsaw, pruning saw, anything like that. You want to cut it at a slight angle so that water, at a 45, so water will bead off of it. No need for pruning paste whatsoever because they'll just heal themselves. Will the trees come back? Many will. Many will, and they'll shoot 2 branches out. Many, it all depends. You know, only time will tell. Now, the immediate reaction right now for many people is to go up to those plants and trees and whatnot and to shake the ice off of them.
Bad idea.
It is a bad idea because a lot of the times what will happen is those branches will continue to break. There are still going to be more branches to come down over the next several weeks. Any wind gusts that we have, we're going to have that potential of them coming down. So we're still going to have more power outages. But just remember that if you have a home that has large mature trees surrounding your home, hiring the services of an arborist is probably the best thing that you can do, because what they'll do is proper pruning practices, making sure that no large limbs are over any areas where they could damage your home, your property, your car.
They're probably backed up quite a bit, though. I mean, it's best to put in the call now.
Well, now they're all involved in the cleanup. Right. But in this spring that's upcoming, because we also have a lot of other things going on. We have Dutch elm disease that's going on. We have an ash borer that's going on. We have...
wow, quite the downer this morning, Frank.
No, but it's a downer. But this spring, if you have the ability to plant a tree, do so. You know, you say that, and people are like, oh, I'm just going to go out and plant a tree. Well, if you plant a tree in the wrong location, then what you can do, the roots go into a home. So what you want to do is make sure you're educated, make sure you select good trees themselves. Yeah. And we'll have things throughout. And frankieflowers.com as well, which is my website.
I was going to say, I'm just going to call you.
Yeah, I have a full list right now of how you can contact a local arborist in your in wherever you live.
Good stuff. There you have it. Take care of yourselves and your trees. We'll be right back here on the TV.
Merry Christmas. Well, it's past. Happy New Year.